Hello everyone, how are you? This is Muhammad. I've been teaching Arabic for the last 8 years and I've been also making curriculums for Arabic learners for the last 5 years. In this course, we are going to learn how to read Arabic, how to read Arabic MSA, how to read Arabic Egyptian, and also how to read the Quran. In this course, you will need no experience at all in Arabic. We are going to start from scratch and we'll end in how to read Arabic. Book your seat right now and looking forward to meet you in our first class. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum everyone, how are you? This is Muhammad Halim and in this video we are going to do all the Arabic reading course. Okay, we're going to start now with the alphabet. The alphabet are 28 letters and they are divided into two parts, heavy letters and light letters. If you are going to do it correct, you have to pronounce the light letters light and the heavy letters heavy. And how to differentiate between both of them, it is very simple. Heavy letters, you will know that it's heavy. Light letters, you will also know that it's light letters, depending on how we are going to pronunciate them. Right now, we are going to study the alphabet. I want you first to notice that the alphabet are brothers and sisters. For example, this part, they have the same shape, except the dots. So, one dot down, two dots up, three dots up, and this is the most important part that I want you to focus on. Where are the dots and how many are they? Because the shape is going to change later on when we go into the course. So put your mind into the dots and a little bit in the shape. One more point is, do not write the English or the Spanish or any Latin language, it doesn't matter, any other language near to the letters. For example, this is a, don't write like this. This is not correct. And also later on, if you have a word in Arabic, don't write next to it the spelling in your language. This will slow you down. And this is a mistake that happens in most of the applications that are online. Okay? So you will learn it as a kid. This is the letter and this is how you say it. You will compare the shape into the sound in your brain. Okay? Now we are going to start. One more thing. Most of the people in the internet, they teach you the name of the letter and then they teach you how to read the letter. Right now we're going to skip the part of the name of the letter and we're going to go directly to the letter's sound. So for example, this letter, they will be teaching it at but they will be teaching it as alif, but we're going to study it as a. Let's start. A, ba, ta, sa, ja, ha, kha. You'll pause at this point and then you're going to start repeating that again. Alright? So let's do it one more time. A, ba, ta, sa, ja, ha, kha. Okay? After that, we have just finished the three letters groups. We're going to be going to two letters groups. So we have da, za, ra, za, sa, sha, sa, da. That's heavy, of course. Da is heavy. Ta is light. Alright? As we said before, sa, sha, sa, da. Now, the second part of the alphabet. Second part of the alphabet is a bit difficult to pronunciate to most people. So try to focus on the pronunciation. And remember, light letters are light, heavy letters are heavy. Ta, dha, a, gha, fa, qa, ka. You want to repeat that again? So we have ta, dha, a, gha, and then fa, qa, ka, la, ma, na, and then wa, ha, and then this is a, the same as the first one. Remember the first one is the same thing. And then ya, they're both the same shape. Now these are the alphabet. These are all the alphabet as we know it. And you do not go to the next part unless you finish this part first and make sure you understand the alphabet. And as an advice to you, try to print the first page that we have just finished and put it next to you all the time so that when there is a letter that you don't know, you go on to the alphabet from the beginning to the end and you'll be able to memorize it. Now, the second part, the letters when they are joined together. I know the Arabic alphabet can be scary sometimes, especially when they are joined together because they change, unlike the English. So the English, you see Ali, for example, it's A-L-I, separated, nothing between. Here in the Arabic, it's not. Plus, we can have up to 6 shapes for the single letter. So, for example, this is what? This is right here is A. And this is right here is La. Together, they come in this shape, which is La'a. La'a again. La'a again. La'a again. And as La'a again. As you can see, it's the same letter, but different shapes. You will be able to recognize that later on, starting from today. So here, there are 2 letters. What are they? Here there is Ba and A. Together, see Ba, A. Here, for example, we have 3 letters. We have Ba, La, Ba. Alright, now, you know this letter, it's Ka. It's the same as this one. So this is Ka and this is also Ka. It's the same letter, just a different shape. Okay, now we are going to continue the next part. Alright, let's start from here. So that's Kaba, Kaba, Ka'a, Ka'a, Ba, Ka, Ta, and there's also Ta, Ka, Tha. The dots are the most important. Now we have Ba. I will say the letters and you try to count how many dots and what are they. So we have Ba, and then Ta, Tha, and that's Na, 1 dot up. Ya can sometimes comes as 2 dots down, like in this example. So that's Ya, Ya, it's the same thing. Alright, now we'll have Ba'a, and then here is going to be Na'a, Ta'a, Ya'a, Tha'a, Basa, Yasa. From this point, things should be moving smoothly. Now, this is, I know it's Thasa, but it's Nasa, but it looks like Thasa. Tha is one of the letters that doesn't connect. So the letters that doesn't connect are Da, Tha, Ra, and Za. So here we have Nasa, Tasa, Thasa, Thaja, Taha, Na, Kha. And then here Ya, because it's 2 dots down, Yaha, Baja, Yama. And I know this shape looks weird, but think of it. It's 1 dot down. What is the letter with 1 dot down other than Ba? Nothing, just Ba. So that's Ba, and I know this is Ma, and that is also Ma. It's 2 shapes for Ma. And then we have Nama, Tama, Thama, that's Ba-ya, and look at this, that's Ya-ya. And then there's Na-ya, Ta-ya, and then Tha-ya. So I hope this is easy so far, and if it's not, go back from the beginning, make sure you understand the alphabet. If things are not easy in here, then you're not memorizing the alphabet as good enough. So go back to the alphabet, and it will be easy, inshallah. Now let's continue. Now here is Na-ba-la, Ta-na-la, Ba-ya-la, Ya-ta-la, Tha-tha-la, Na-ba-na. Here as well is Banana, like banana, and then Ta-ya-na, and then Ya-ta-na, Tha-tha-na, and then we have Ja, remember Ja, Ha, and Kha. Now the tail is not important, means what? This is the letter. That's it. This part, we will remove it once it's joined. We take the tip of the letter and then we remove the rest. Okay? Now, starting from here. So that's a Hatha, Khaba, Jata, Ta, Hata, Ya, Jaba, and then Ba, Kha, Ta. You see this one? It's Ta. It's the same as this one. So that's Ta, that is also Ta. And then we have this one, that's Ha. It says in the original alphabet. If you don't remember it, go back to the original alphabet. It's in the last line. This is Ha as well. This in the middle is also Ha. The 3 of them is Ha. And this one is Ta. It's similar, but this one with 2 dots, this one without 2 dots. Okay? So that's ta and that's ha. Okay? Now we have bata, yaha. That's taha, but it doesn't come a lot. Nata, but also doesn't come a lot. And then we have ha, yaha ba, baha a, baha ma. That's da. The, jada, khada, ra, za, jara, khaza. That's ra. I know it's weird. It doesn't come a lot, but it's just a shape. So raza, they come sometimes like that, very rarely. Yara, ta, za. I know 2 dots down, 2 dots up. Just the small line, but as I told you, it's the dots. Taza. Then we have sa, sha, sala, shala, sa, da, ta, ضا صابا طابا ضاء ضاء ع غا a, and this is a. So this is gha. Remember, that's gha and that's a. As we said before, we take the tip of the letter and we remove the list. Now we have sa'a, dagha, and then here we have ba'ada, taghada. We have, now look at this one. That's a, okay? And this is here is a, and that's here is also a. When the a or the hamza comes on top of a letter, it replaces the letter and stays, okay? And then we have here, that's fa, and then qa, wa, qawa, fa, wa, and then fa, qala, then qa, fa, la. Then here we have ya, that's 2 dots down, fa, ma, this is also ma, ha, ma, and then la, ma, ta, ma, and then here ta, ma, ta. That means done. So that's the second lesson, which is how to join the alphabet. Now, these are the long vowels. The long vowels, it appears in the Quran. So for example, here we have the letter qa. These letters with the sign on top of them is called mad sign, will be taking 6 beats, each one. So this one is going to be qaf, and you need to count in your fingers to know that you're doing 6 beats. We have here noon, Sad, and then here you see this letter doesn't have anything on, so it's gonna be ha and mim, 6 beats. Here also the ya doesn't have anything, so it's ya and then sin, 6 beats. Okay, and you will find it a bit challenging if you go up in here into these parts. So that's the toughest one. It's in the beginning of Surah Maryam. And then let's go. So we have ka, 6 beats, and then ha, no beats, ya, 2 beats, nothing, no beats. Then we have a and sa. So this one is going to be having like 18 beats, and it's going to sound like this. Kaf, ha, ya, ayn, sad. Again, this comes in the Quran. Alright? Now, the vowels of the Arabic language. We have 5 vowels. First vowel is a, the one we already learned it, which is the sound goes up like this. So that means it's a. And then we have this one that the sound goes down. It's e. And you remember the letter wa? Yes, that's the letter wa. So it's gonna be like ooh, circle. Again, it's a, e, u. Okay? Now, try it here. Ha, he, hu, a, i, u, ha, hi, hu. Then we have gha, ghi, gu, kha, khi, khu, ka, ki, ku, ka, ki, ku, and so on. Okay? Try to continue this page, the same sound. So, da, di, du, tha, thi, thu. And then we have here the double vowels. As you can see, the vowels have doubled. So there is a major sound in the Arabic language, which is the noon sound. This one. Remember the noon? So instead of writing noon in every single word that we want to add this sound, we replaced it with double the vowels. So this one is going to be man, min, mun. Try to repeat it. Man, min, mun, like that. So here is going to be ben, bin, bun, wan, win, wun, fan, fin, fun. Okay? And so on. Try to exercise this page as well. And then you've just finished 80% of the language reading. Now let's try to exercise this in words. We'll start with this one. Yes, it's a, ma, ra. How about this one? A, kha, za. When you are doing that, if there is a letters that you don't know, like in between of the words, try to go back to the page that I've told you to print it and try to go from the beginning of the alphabet to the end of the alphabet, and you're gonna find your letter. Okay, so that's abadan, ahadun, akhada, adina, amara. This one is ana. We'll talk about this simple later on, inshallah. And here we have bakhila, bararatin, ja'ala, jama'a, hasada, hashara, khashiya. Look at this one. They have the same letters but different vowels. So this one is going to be khalaqa, and this one is going to be khuliqa, dhakara, rafa'a, raqabatin. Things are going to be starting to seem easier here, it is easier. Now, do you see this one? That's tuwan, the ya is silent. Abasa, adala, alaqin, amadin, inaban. Try to exercise this few lines. Okay, and now that's another rule. You see this one? That's a. Okay, it's a small a. We can have three letters that are small. Small a, small wa, small ya. That's it. So it is as if you are writing it like that. Ba'a. Okay? Ya'a. Ra'a. If you're going to read, it's going to be ma, la, wa, na. Okay? Now, that's the small ya. It appears in the Quran. So it's going to be e, he, wu. And we also use it in Arabic, by the way. Now you see here we have two letters, but we have only one vowel, which is the vowel up or fatha. Now you see here it's ba. The a here is silent. Why? Because the letter ba has a vowel a. Vowel a is very similar to the letter alif or a. So it replaces it or to remove it. Here too, it's woo. So boo. Khalas, that's it. You don't need to say boo, woo. You know what I mean? Here is also B. Khalas, this one is removed. We write it for writing purposes. Writing purposes is different from reading purposes. So for example, you write the word no, K-N-O-W. We don't say or we don't pronounce the letter K, but we still write it. Writing is separated from reading. So here is ta, tu, he, tha, thu. It takes a little bit longer because when you remove the letter, it gives small beat. Okay? This should be easy. Try to practice it. Now, before the last rule, this is called sukoon. This sign. It can come like this as a complete O or semi-O like this. Alright, so we have this one is not complete silent. It means that you need to pronunciate this letter with the one before it together as one sound. So instead of saying ta, wa, no, it's going to be tau together. Tau, tai, thou, they, thou, they, thou, they, row, rai, zau, zay, so, say, and so on. Two letters, one sound. Some exercise. Read with me. آمن, آوى, آنية. This is a small yeah, the one I told you about. It's إيلافي, أين, به. That's the small yeah that we discussed earlier. And that's the small alif that we also discussed earlier. Here, جاء, that's the mad sign, which is to stretch the letters. جيء, that's also the mad sign. جوع, خوف, خير, داود. Okay, now try to exercise yourself in here. This is all exercise, 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 exercise as well. Exercise on the sukoon. You can also give it some time. That's exercise on what we did earlier, all of it. And then the final rule with us is going to start from here. Okay, this is our final rule. It's called shadda, or the small w. Okay, this means that this letter is two letters. It's not one letter. It's double letters. So it's not aba, it's aba, ba. But instead of writing two of them, we write one and we'll pronunciate two. So it's going to be abba, abbi, abu, ibba, ibbi, ibu, ibba. Okay? Now here, ubbi, ubbu, abba, abbin, abbun, ibban, ibbin. Very simple. Okay, it will appear more when we put it in words. Now here, burriza, hussila. You see, I'm pausing on the letter. Hussila, saddaqa, addada. You pause your tongue on it. Qaddara, kadhaba. Okay? Try to do some exercise in this one as well. And that will be all for the reading course. Now what you do next is try to exercise a lot, read a lot. Alright? If there is a word that you can't read it, share it with your teacher. Now remember, it is all about exercising. These words that you see is all exercise. You can exercise in reading an Arabic book, or you can exercise in reading the Quran, or complete this exercise. That is all the reading course. After this, you should be able to read any Arabic language. Any Arabic language. The one in the Quran, the one in the books, poems, old books, news. Well, understanding it, that's another story. In another video. See you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How are you? And hope you're well. This is the third video of the reading course. And this one, we're just going to discuss a few points that will help you to overcome this small problem that you have in your reading. So the letters are changeable, as you know, from one variant to another. They have up to 6 variants. So these are the letters in all of their shapes, right? And don't forget to watch the first video before we start here. All right, in this video, this is not what we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss this part. All right, this part are the letters that looks like each other in the shape, and then in the letters that looks like each other in the pronunciation. So let's start. So ba, na, 1 dot down, 1 dot up. Ta, ya, 2 dots up, 2 dots down. Fa, sha, ja, kha, za, ra. Remember, the dots are very important. So remember where are the dots that you are putting. All right. The, da, da, sa, dha, ta, va, a, sha, sa. Right? And then fa, qa, la, ka, ta, ha, a, la, a, ha, gha, a, gha, ta, ha, na, dha, fa, gha, a, gha, a. And these are the letters that looks like each other in the shape. Try to do it one more time, a couple of times, till you get it right. Now, the letter that looks like each other in the pronunciation. So, qa, ka. Again, ka, ka. And then za, the. Za, the. And then tha, sa. Tha, sa. Dha, the. Dha, the. They're both tongue letters. And then we have ta, da. Ta, da. And then da, it's heavy. Da, and then da, light. Sa, saw. Fa, tha. Ta, ta. La, ra. And then we have dha, za. And then we have gha, kha. We have a, ha. And then we have a, ha. Tha, tha. Then ha, ha. Alright? Try to do that also a couple of times so that you can get the difference. And remember, the letters are divided into two parts, heavy letters and light letters. So for example, da, it's heavy, but it's the same thing as da. So that's da, light, and that's da, heavy. Okay? So try to work on that. For some nationalities, it's hard to pronunciate some parts and other parts. It's because of your native language, right? But as I said, it's a part of practice. So try to practice that a couple of times and it will be alright. Alright? Try also to practice in these words. So amara, sa'ala, laja'a, batasha, nabadha, thaqaba. They're all divided in here. And then go up here. You'll find other exercises. I'll be adding this document. Alright? So you'll have more exercises here. So raka'a, wa sajada, dakhala, wa jalasa, masaka, fanadara. You got it? So always try to exercise more. And this is the second vowel, the E sound. Right? Ya, isa, ha, bi, ta. Alright? And then take it more to a different level. So biyadihi, bi'isami, warathati, la ahaba, li ahaba, sorry, aqibahi, aqibihi, la habita, qadamika, wa'anati. Right? This is a very good exercise to practice in it, and that's the U sound. So udina, buhita, tuliya, thuqiba, and then take it into a different level and go here, for example, sudusahu, lanubidha, fasuqiya, fabuhita, and then ya'idukumu, kalimatuhu, ya'iduhu, unuqika. Right? This is your exercise so far. So as the same order, go for the first video, second video, third video, and then there is a fourth video for the also the Arabic, and the last video is going to be for the Quranic Arabic. Alright, that will be all for today and for this video. Please do that a couple of times, exercise, and looking forward to seeing the next video. Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone, how are you? This is Muhammad and this is the reading course. This is the third chapter and this is the usage of Arabic. You're now using what you know from the reading course and what you know of reading into using that in the Arabic language. So this is a book for kids that will help you to develop your reading to use it in Arabic. So let's start. So this is called Usrati. Usrati. Right? So from the beginning, Usra means family. Ab, أخ, أخت, مهندس, right? طبيبة, تلميذ, تلميذة, right? Now, try to read this part with me, right? I've added all the vocals so that it can be easy for you to read. So, اسمي كريم وهذه أسرتي, and this is my family. My name is Kareem and this is my family. هذا أبي عمر, هو مهندس, وهذه أمي زينب, هي طبيبة, وهذا أخي عثمان, هو تلميذ, وهذه أختي مريم, هي تلميذة, أنا أحب أسرتي. Alright? Repeat that one more time. اسمي كريم, وهذه أسرتي, هذا أبي عمر, هو مهندس, وهذه أمي زينب, هي طبيبة, وهذا أخي عثمان, هو تلميذ, وهذه أختي مريم, هي تلميذة, أنا أحب أسرتي. Okay? Try to practice that a couple of times, and then this is an actual conversation, right? Just to prove to you that you can read Arabic right now. Try to do Ahmed, and I'm gonna be Muhammad, alright? You're Ahmed now. Assalamu alaikum. One by one. Al-sa-la-mu alaykum. If the word is big, try to divide it so that it can work better with you. Alright? So Muhammad is saying wa alaykumu wa alaykumu assalamu ahlan wa sahlan. So Ahmed is saying ahlan bik, ismi Ahmed, ma ismuk. Right? So Muhammad is saying ismi Muhammad, kayfa haluk ya Ahmed. كيف حالك يا أحمد. So Ahmed is saying Alhamdu lillah. This word we take it as it is. أنا بخير, وكيف حالك أنت يا Muhammad. So Muhammad is saying Alhamdu lillah, ana bi khair. And then Ahmed is saying ma'a al-salama. Muhammad is saying ma'a al-salama. That means goodbye. I want you to be able to read, and to read as slow as you can, just like I did. Alright? And then there is another one here for feminine. Don't leave this one for later on. Alright? Here. The goal right now is to be able to read fast, not to understand. Your reading should be like this. Ahlan bika, ismi Fatima, ma ismuka. As fast as this, not faster than this, not slower than this. So this is the ultimate goal in here. The word takes a second to read it, right? And try to also make your visual memory work. So if you read this one 2 or 3 times, next time you don't read it, you just say it, you recognize it. That also will help you. So right now, this is all for Arabic, for all the reading in Arabic. In the next video, we're going to discuss how to read the Quran. All right? I'll see you soon. Looking forward to meet you. Ma'a salama. Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? This is Muhammad Halim, and this is a quiz or an exercise for the Arabic reading course. This one you should be able to put what we have learned earlier in what is it called? Reality words, or like words from real life. Now I'm choosing some of the most difficult letters that facing our students. So that's the letter Sad, alright? And here we have صقر. صقر, that's a hawk. صندوق. صندوق. صفارة. بصل. قصر. عصير. مقص. قميص. And قفص. Now let's match that. If you're like not sure of that, repeat the video again so that you can have so that you can remember the words. Now we have صقر, بصل, قصر, this one, مقص, قميص. Okay, I hope it's easy. In this one, you're not just gonna be learning to read the words, you're also getting vocabulary that you will be able to use in A1 Arabic. Now, هذا قصر. هذا, it means this is for male. هذه, that means this is for female. Now you say if it's correct or wrong. So هذا قصر, that's correct. هذه شجرة, no. هذا صقر. هذه صفارة. هذا صندوق, doesn't work. Okay? Now I want you to listen to me and say which word I said. So from number 1 here, I'm going to say مقص. مقص. Yes, that's the one. Second one. بصل. بصل. That's the one. Next one is عصير. عصير. That's the one. Now, listen to the word and say which one I said. صندوق. صندوق. That's the one. قصر. قصر. مقص. مقص. Very good. Now, try to do that as a writing exercise. Write the word. So, صقر is going to be like this. قصر is going to be like this. قميص. Sorry about my handwriting. مقص. عصير. And that's how we do it. Now, choose the correct word. We have صندوق. 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 So of course it's the second one. بصل. بصل. بيصل. Of course it's the second one. قفص. قافص. قفص. Right. صفارة. سفارة. صفارة. Of course it's the last one. That one is صفارة. Now, هل, that means is it, or like a question of yes or no. And the answer should be with نعم or لا. Okay? Now let's start. هل هذا تلميذ? That means this is a student. And we can say نعم هذا تلميذ. Yes, that's a تلميذ. We have here هل هذا نمر? This is a نمر. نمر means tiger. So of course لا هذا كلب. No, this is a dog. And then we have this one. هل هذه بنت? This is a بنت. نعم هذه بنت. And then we have هل هذه سيارة? سيارة is car. Now we have لا هذه دراجة. These are all valuable words that you will be able to use when you go to A1. We have here, now copy that. So صقر, بصل, قصر, صندوق. You can write it with your hand like this, or you can write it, type it. Now the letter ضا. Remember, the letter ضا is a heavy letter. ضفدع. ضفدع. ضرس. ضرس. خضار. منضدة. منضدة. مضرب أبيض حوض. Now let's match. Let's see how is your memory. So مضرب ضفدع ضرس منضدة خضار. I hope it's easy. Now complete the missing letter in here. You do it. Correct or wrong? So we have هذا حوض. Correct. هذه منضدة. هذا خضار. Wrong. هذا مضرب. Wrong. هذا ضرس. Correct. Now listen and say which one I'm pointing at. ضفدع ضفدع. Yes. خضار خضار. Yes. ضرس ضرس. Correct. Now here you write the words as we have agreed. ضفدع. That one is wrong. ضفدع. منضدة مضرب ضرس and حوض. Okay, choose the correct word. We have here حوض حوض and حوض. Of course it's حوض. And second one we have خضار خضار خضر. It's خضار. أبيض. It's correct. Not correct of course. أبيض أبيض. It's أبيض. ضرس ضيرس ضرس. Of course is ضرس. Okay. Correct or wrong? هل هذا دفتر؟ نعم. هل هذا ثور؟ لا. ثور is a pole like the one in Red Bull. هل هذه بنت؟ نعم. هل هذا هاتف؟ هاتف means phone. So this one is wrong. هل هذا رجل? This is a man. هل هذه ريشة؟ تمام. Looks like a boy more. So let's make it wrong. Now we have the letter طا. طا. So we have طفل طبيب طيور مطرقة قطار أمطار قط خيط أمشاط. Now let's match. قطار طيور أمشاط أمطار طبيب. You complete the missing letter and correct or wrong. So we have هذا قط. نعم. هذه مطرقة. نعم. هذا طبيب. Maybe in the future. هذه أمطار. No. هذا خيط. صح. Now listen and say which one I'm saying. مطرقة مطرقة. That's right. We have قط قط. We have طفل طفل. Alright, here complete the words, choose the correct word, and now the verbs. So the verb in the middle here, it's يفعل, means doing. يفعل is a very important verb. Now let's start from يقرأ. يقرأ يكتب يلعب ينام يستيقظ يشرب يأكل. One more time. يقرأ يكتب يلعب ينام يستيقظ يشرب يأكل. I hope it's simple. Now ماذا يفعل? ماذا يفعل, it means what is he doing. ماذا is what يفعل doing. There is no verb to be in the Arabic language, so that could be confusing for some people at the beginning. So there is no am or is or are. So I say أنا محمد. I am Muhammad. هو أحمد. He is Ahmed. We don't have is or am or are or was or were. Doesn't exist. So يشرب. يشرب means drinking. ماذا يفعل? What is he doing? يأكل. Eating. Now ماذا يفعل? يلعب. He is playing. ماذا يفعل؟ يقرأ. يقرأ. Reading, of course. Now we have the letter the. The. It's a light letter, but it needs to pull your tongue out when you say it. So the. So we have ظرف. ظرف. ظهر. ظهر. ظفر. ظفر. نظارة. نظارة. عظمة. عظمة. محفظة. محفظة. يستيقظ. يستيقظ. Waking up. يحفظ. يحفظ. محافظ is like many. Now let's do matching. ظفر. عظمة. يحفظ. محفظة. ظهر. ظهر is back. Say correct or wrong. هذا ظرف. صح. هذه نظارة. صح. هذا ظفر. خطأ. هذه عظمة. خطأ. هذا ظهر. خطأ. Okay? Now this exercise is very important because it gives you vocabulary and at the same time you're practicing your reading. Now listen and say which word. Okay. ظهر. ظهر. That's correct. محفظة. محفظة. Yes. عظمة. عظمة. You do this exercise and this exercise. Okay, now say correct or wrong. يستيقظ محمد. Muhammad is waking up. That's correct. يشرب عمر. If you don't understand now, you forgot to memorize the verbs that we have done earlier. So يشرب عمر, of course, no, he's eating. يأكل علي, no, he's drinking. يكتب التلميذ, correct. ينام أحمد, no, he's playing. يلعب. يلعب خالد, no, he's ينام. Okay, remember the verbs are very important. Writing, and then the letter عين. So first one we have عين. علم. عجوز. ثعبان. ملعقة. يلعب. إصبع. أصابع. ذراع. Don't forget to put your tongue out in the letter the. Now let's match. إصبع, finger. ثعبان, snake. عين. ملعقة. علم, flag. Free Palestine. Okay. هذا ثعبان. هذه ملعقة. خطأ. هذا علم. خطأ. هذا عجوز. صح. هذا ذراع. هذه عجوز is not correct actually because هذه is for female and as we can see it's a man here, so it's wrong. هذا ذراع, it's not correct as well. Alright? Now listen and choose. إصبع. إصبع. That's correct. This one. ثعبان. ثعبان. Yes. عجوز. عجوز. Choose the correct word. Now we have exercise on the verbs that we have studied earlier. So choose the correct verb. محمد ينام or يستيقظ. So ينام. عمر يشرب or يأكل؟ يشرب. As you can see, Umar is drinking. No is. Umar drinking. علي يكتب. No, علي يقرأ. التلميذ يأكل. Eating. أحمد يستيقظ. Waking up. خالد يلعب. I hope it's simple so far. Now, try to do the same exercise until you finish the alphabet. Now that will be all for this video. I hope you liked it and you enjoyed it, and see you soon inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? This is Muhammad from the reading course, and in this final video on the reading course we're going to discuss how to read the Quran. So first let's discuss something. The Quran is different from reading Arabic. So Arabic is being controlled by the Arabic reading rules, and that's it. But in the Quran is being controlled by two rules: the Arabic reading rules and the Tajweed rules. Tajweed, it's the science of saying the Quran as it was descended from to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So right now you already have the reading rules. The Tajweed rules, that's a whole nother story. But I will introduce to you this version of the Quran. It's called the Tajweed Quran. First, let's try to read as normal. So we have here, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdu lillahi Rabbi al-Alamin ar-Rahmani al-Rahim Maliki Yawmi al-Din Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Okay, this is the reading. Right now I've just applied the reading rules. Now let's try to discuss the Tajweed rules, which is the most important part in the Quran. So here we have 8 colors. Each color represents a specific rule that we need to do. Alright, so here this is called 6 beats voweling. It means what? It means the letter that has this color, you will stretch it to become 6 beats. And this color, it will be 4 to 5 beats. Okay? And the orange and yellow is 2 beats. Alright? And this one, the green one is 2 beats. Alright? The gray is completely hidden. Any letter that has the gray letter, it will be completely hidden. And this one, it's an echoing sound. We'll be discussing it in the Tajweed part. And this one, that's a whole nother story. We're going to leave it for now. So right now, 6 beats, 4, 5, 2 beats, 2 beats, a hide. Alright? So let's try to look in here. So that means it's 2 beats. That's 6 beats. And this one, we're not going to discuss it. So, and the gray is silent. So, wala الضالين. You see how it went? ولا الضالين. 6 beats, 2 beats in this one, and the gray letter was hidden. Right? So the Quran, yes, you can read it right now, but you still need the Tajweed rules. So my recommendation to you, and I always do that to all my students, that we start from chapter 30, alright? We start from chapter 30 in the Quran. So now we are at the end of the Quran. So you start from Surah Al-Nas, normal reading. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس. If you can do this 2 beats, that would be nice. If you can do this one 2 beats, that would be perfect. This one is if you can do it 2 beats here, 2 beats here, that would be perfect. But if you feel comfortable doing that. If not, it's right. Keep reading. قل أعوذ برب الفلق قل هو الله أحد. the short surahs and go up until you finish chapter 30 reading. After chapter 30, you're now entitled or you are now qualified to start the Tajweed classes or Tajweed course. Tajweed is a very close science and it's very short. You'll understand it and you'll continue reading until you finish the Quran. Okay? This is my advice to you when it comes to the Quranic reading until we meet each other, inshallah, in the Tajweed ruled classes. Alright? Take care of yourself. Thank you for finishing this reading course and see you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.